What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Minecraft video. I believe this is episode 9 of Project Ozone 3. Glad to be back. So today, what are we going to be doing today? First, we are going to be getting some netherrack from the nether, so that we can finally get some proper steel for our mechanism pipes, even though last episode we did make a little bit of steel using not so great method. So I want to get a steady source of steel to make the mechanism energy pipes called universal cables, I believe. And of course we're in the Soul Sand Valley, because why wouldn't we be? Thorn stalk. Biomes of Plenty adds a lot of these new blocks, and it's annoying most of the time. So we're just going to go over here, use some of our pickaxe durability, and a little bit of netherrack. We're also going to need harvest level cobalt. We are going to need some ardite and cobalt eventually, but I don't know what we need in order to harvest that. Prosperity shards will do us good too. Sorry. What is this, an imp? Imp leather. Ooh, Natura. And that should be enough for netherrack in order to make the 1 or 2 blast furnaces, which is what we need. You're going to go over here, set half in there to smelt up. We no longer need that hardened stone, which we needed for the stone hammer. We do have a little bit of steel. First, let's start with a simple machine called the metallurgic infuser. Osmium iron. Let's also get our basic universal cables. Basic universal cables. Let's see, where are we going to put our machines? For now, let's expand the downstairs a little bit. Oh, that's not good. And then, where's my iron wand? Just get rid of a few of those. We can take this bucket of water. That bedrock is going to be a little bit annoying to deal with, but it's perfectly fine there as it is. order to get lava to down here, figuring out how to automate our magmatic dynamo. We're going to want fluid ducts going all the way down here, hardened fluid ducts to be specific, and then we can basic universal cables. Why is this not working right now? I guess these universal cables aren't working currently with the... Oh, but it says it's capable of transferring RF. So I guess we'll find out at some point why that is not working. Oh, I see why. Okay, so we are going to make a little bit of a detour. This is going to take a little bit longer than expected. Due to the fact that we need to make a completely another iron bucket. Which is of course not the normal recipe for some unknown reason. In order to make another cobblestone generator. And then I guess we need another crucible in order to generate the lava. So that means we need some more clay and some more bone. We also need some more blaze powder. That goes right like that. Then we need a cobblestone generator right there, and our magmatic dynamo right here. Good. Then we need a few fuel ducts and a few item ducts, which we don't have in our inventory, and we're going to need some more servos. Hardened servos? I mean, I guess we could make those. They are better. And then we need our fluid ducts and item ducts, which I have. Oh, I see one of them, item ducts. And then our fluid ducts are right here. They need to be hardened fluid ducts in order to transport lava, because lava is a heated material. So this is going to go right here and here. Hardened servo. Ignoring redstone. And item duct going here. With ignoring redstone, and then this should transport lava into there. Boom, automatic power generation. Should be perfect for our purposes. And then we need to get this enrichment chamber, which takes osmium and redstone, which luckily we have. So we need 2. And then we need, the reason that we need this enrichment chamber, is so that we can get enriched diamonds for this combiner, which we need in order to get the ore carrots, in order to get buffs, in order to complete achievements. But I guess we are going to need plastic first, which is in a plastic mixer. Rose red cactus and lapis, which I don't think should be that bad, but at the same time, how do we get liquid plastic? Okay, so we're gonna have to get into pneumatic craft. But first, let's make this an enrichment chamber. Oh, right, we need to get into pneumatic craft in order to create the enrichment chamber. Makes sense. But before all else, let's get the blast furnace bricks. Which we need bricks for. Which I do not recall where I put. Where did I put my bricks? Looks like we're gonna have to make some more anyways, regardless. That should be done really fast. So, what's next? Next, we need to wait for this to be done smelting, but we can do other things in the meantime, like getting into pneumatic craft, like I just said. We need glass with black dye, which I assume we can get from coal in order to get this refinery. But how do we use the refinery? We need oil. And in order to get oil, because we need this LPG stuff. We're going to need a lot of compressed iron, which we need to throw some TNT onto some iron ingots. Which is why we have this, where is it? Crushed quartz and some gunpowder. And we're going to make tiny TNT, which I'm hoping still works. Why it doesn't work? Do we need some sort of redstone signal? Let's try that out. There goes 24 iron, unfortunately. And I'm not even sure if it did the trick. So let's get some more iron first of all, which we have plenty of. I'm not really concerned about the iron loss. I am more concerned about how we are going to get this to work. Just place down a piece of obsidian and see if it works. Perfect. Pneumatic craft. Which I'm sure there is a quest line for. That is not pneumatic craft. This is pneumatic craft. Which requires mob farming. So we need to get pressure tube. You're going to have to go through that whole line. And how do we get crude oil? That is going to be another thing. Of course. Oil. It's going to be a problem. Crude oil from thermal foundation is found from oil shale. And this crude oil can be refined, of course. So let's go on a little nether trip. See if we can't find some oil shale. Gonna leave everything in a chest. And go to the nether. Probably not the best idea at the moment, but it's something that we can do. And immediately there's a wither skeleton. Let's look over here. There's some oil shale. Lead, prosperity. We don't need any of that, we just need to find some oil shale, which I'm not even sure exists. There we go. Another diamond ore. This should be useful. Oh, they're attacking me because I mined the ores. Gonna be a problem. Amethyst, silver. I'm kind of at a loss. I really wanted to set up mechanism, but that might have to wait for a later period of time. More prosperity ore and some inferium ore. That is going to be a problem. That is a lot of wither skeletons. Alright, that's a pretty good haul, I guess. But I think the last thing that we are going to do in this episode is set up a blast furnace. Blast bricks. Perfect number of blast bricks. And then of course we need our engineer's hammer. Oh, that's not gonna work out. Boom. Really hot topic. Nice. We can take some iron from here. Put it into here with some coal coke in order to make some steel. Alright, that is going to do it for today's episode. I need some extra light over here. Alright, that is going to do it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. We got a little bit of power generation up and running, and we realized that mechanism is going to take a lot more than just a little bit of power generation and some resources. So, I'll see you guys in the next episode.